Hey YouTubers, good morning, Robb. Guys, this video is about changing your own oil with one of those cheap, inexpensive 12-volt oil pumps you can buy on Amazon and eBay. If you've never changed your own oil with one of these pumps, I'll show you what happened when I used it. I've never done it before either, and we'll do this together. You can buy these for 20 bucks, and I got the 80-watt one. I read a lot of the reviews of the lesser powered ones, like the 60-watt ones, and many people said theirs didn't work after the first or second time. I've used this one so far twice, and it seems to be working, but we won't know till I'll use it some more how dependable it is in the long run. But I do think it would be better to purchase the 80-watt one instead of the 60-watt one if you have a choice. So to start, you want to make sure you ran your car for I ran my car for 8 minutes. You want your oil to be at a temperature of about a maximum of 125 degrees Fahrenheit. That way the viscosity will be a lot thinner. It will be not as thick, and it'll be able to pump better. I probably should have primed this a little bit with maybe some mineral oil so it didn't have to work so hard to get going. Let's stop talking here and you can see how it sounds once I start to pump up. Right now I'm connecting the cables to the battery. The black goes on the negative and the red goes on the positive. Right now you can see I have a thin tube in the oil where the dipstick goes. That tube, I should have put a piece of tape on it because it's going to get hot and it's going to get soft, and I won't be able to tell where the bottom is. Once the oil starts pumping, it's difficult to tell what's happening because it's all dark and you can't see if there's any liquid moving anymore. And if you start moving the hose around, you can't tell how far down it is in the oil pan. Right now I'm checking the temperature with a infrared thermometer. I want to make sure it's not over 125 degrees Fahrenheit. But now I'm going to start playing around with this little plastic hose because I can't tell where the bottom is anymore, and I can't see if it's actually sucking up any oil. So I should have put a little piece of tape right around where it is at the top of the dipstick tube. That way I could tell where it bottomed out. See, I'm going to start fiddling with it now, and I'm pushing it up too high inside the oil pan there, and it's going to start sucking air probably. So it would have been better if I had measured it. But that was about the only thing that went wrong in the transfer of the oil. Like I said, it's very difficult to tell once it gets dark. The tube, you can't see if it's actually pumping any oil or sucking any air. You have to take the outlet tube, the thicker tube, out of the container to see if it's actually pumping. I think I pumped for about 10 minutes to get 3.2 quarts. The Toyota will take 3.9 with the oil filter, but I replaced the oil filter because I didn't have the extension that goes on my ratchet. So I think I left a little bit of oil in there after. The best way to get your oil out is drain it from the bottom by removing the bolt, but when you do this method you don't get all the oil out, or as much as you should. You don't want to let your pump run longer than, I think it's 15 minutes. It could burn up, so you want to monitor your time when you're using your pump. I take that back. I think this particular model you can run 30 minutes before having to stop. You're not supposed to use this on water or flammable liquid, only on diesel or motor oil. The directions say when you're done to flush it with a little clean oil. The easiest way to figure out how much oil to put back in is just to measure how much you took out and maybe put in a tiny bit less just so you don't go over. My local AutoZone parts store will take the waste oil as a return so long as it's labeled properly. So you don't want to dispose of this improperly someplace and damage the environment, your water table. Make sure you dispose of it properly back someplace like AutoZone. They'll take care of it for you. Guys, I'll leave a link to this item on Amazon, but always look on eBay and other places, see if you can find them cheaper. And don't forget, I put on new videos every week. Been doing it for 13, 14 years. Got over 900 videos. I want school people to feature my channel, or at least me to be, not anyway. And a bunch of playlists, different items every week, and new videos all the time. Hope you all come back, watch more, and see you out there.